once more with gusto.
Would you like a baked potato?
Sure.
They can see your nicknames.
Too bad I'm not using my good team. That's got you so bad.
Ruthless.
No fear?
Alright, what are we looking at? We got a Bronzong, Drapion, Kangaskhan, Machamp, Marowak, and Togekiss versus the Bellingham Bellossoms, Absol, Gallade, G-Max, Alchemy, Whimsicott, Arcanine, and Salamence.
No fear.
No fear.
No fear.
No fear?
No fear.
No fear, he says.
If my opponent's in the chat, I clicked on 4 things not knowing what I'm doing. Let's do this.
He already told me he backed out. Because everyone in this event is honorable.
And you baby. Right.
Bellingham Bellossoms taking their time, making sure they got the right mons locked in. Found the mons he liked. Here we go, game 1.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Still 0-0-0.
Alright, game 1, Bellingham Bellossoms opening. PokemonLab.com, the Salamence. And Alchemy versus Bronzong and Marowak.
I wonder where he got that Pokemon.
I do believe that obtaining that Mon in a Wonder Trade is the very reason he drafted it to begin with.
I wonder how bad I do with these. Apparently you've heard about it.
Bellingham Bellossoms opening with a Dynamax. Choosing to Dynamax a Salamence. PokemonLab.com, the terror. Max Wormwind into Bronzong deals less than half its health. Passing out some attack drops. And taking some Life Orb recoil. Following up with a Light Screen from Alchemy. But the Fire Furrets choosing to take a turn for some setup, getting a Swords Dance off on the Marowak. And a Trick Room off from the Bronzong. Ooh, and now the real game begins. Alright, the Fire Furrets withdrawing their Bronzong and replacing it with Machamp. Ooh, shoo, sparkle. Marowak with a Shadow Bone. Ooh, dealing a lot of damage to Salamence. A Deck Ray coming out from Alchemy into Salamence, boosting its attack and special attack sharply. And then Salamence following up with a Max Quake. Ooh, that's a dead Marowak. Getting a couple special defense boosts as Marowak goes down. Ooh, and then a Moxie boost as well. Interesting. Machamp burned with a Flame Orb. Fire Furrets finish out with Drapion. Bellingham Bellossoms 4 Mons versus the Fire Furrets remaining 2. Fire Furrets answering with a Dynamax of their own. Or, excuse me, I should say a Gigantamax. Gigantamax Machamp aiming to max Chi Strike. Ooh, not very effective. Almost gets Salamence. Crit rate boosts all around. Ooh, a hefty chunk of damage from Dazzling Gleam, but both Mons survive it. Ooh, he doubles into the Salamence though and takes it out before it can take out any more Mons. Safe. Very safe. Evening up the score just a bit. 2-3 in favor of the Bellingham Bellossoms, but the Bellossoms are out their Dynamax. And it's Full Buster the Gallade. You're right, I thought he knocked out 2 Mons.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
I thought he knocked out 2. I'm very sorry. This match is very close. Just means you're paying attention to what's going on.
No, I'm just saying the fact that it's...
That's right, you swapped out the Bronzong. It didn't just get knocked out.
It didn't just instantly die this time.
It did instantly die every single time last match, so maybe I just assumed that was what happened again.
That's true.
The Dazzling Gleam is going to hurt, but it's not picking up any KOs today. Yeah, that Gallade is, though.
See, it's still here.
Yes, it is. It is still here. Now, a 3v2 in favor of the Bellossoms, but still out there D-Max. You use it on itself and it just auto switches with your ally.
Oh, I thought you could choose who you... Ah. So it's one of those moves that... Switch thing. Yeah.
Bellossoms pull the Gallade and replace it with Whimsicott. Bronzong with some sneaky ally switching. Machamp with a Chi Strike into Whimsicott. Not very effective, but still doing over half its health, thanks to the crit. Ooh, Machamp still hanging on, though. But that's it for Trick Room, that's it for Dynamax, and that's it for Light Screen. Bit of a corner you found yourself in. Nah, you'll be fine. Game 2.
Game 2.
Well, that's just rude. Oh no, and a mystical fire from Alchemy into Bronzong knocks it out.
It doesn't matter if
But a facade from Machamp, ooh, evens up the score a bit. But the burn picks up the KO and Machamp goes down. GG, game 1 to the Bellingham Bellossoms. Any thoughts going into game 2?
Was that my own burn orb? Fire orb?
Yes.
Why is that on him?
Because of his guts ability.
Oh, he has guts. Okay, okay. Shut up, okay. Sorry, I assume click fight again with the same rules would just queue up a fight because
You play with the same rules, but it gives you the option to select different parties, because as you can tell, you can have a lot of teams saved.
Alright. Maybe we should try to go for this time.
Game 2, Bellingham Bellossoms versus the Republic City Fire Furrets. Good luck, guys. Game 1 went to the Bellingham Bellossoms, but can the Fire Furrets pull it back? The Bellossoms open Whimsicott and Absol this time. Fire Furrets responding Bronzong Machamp. Those are some green boys you got there.
Apparently.
Absol opens with a Shadow Claw into Bronzong. Ooh, for a big chunk of damage and a crit. Whimsicott falls with a beat up into Bronzong. But it's just not gonna be enough. Machamp with a close combat into Absol knocks it out from full health. Take some stat drops, but it's worth the exchange as Absol goes down. Bronzong sets up the Trick Room. Machamp takes his burn. It won't say it activates. The third Pokemon for the Bellingham Bellossoms is Alchemy. Republic City Fire Furrets decided to recall their Bronzong and swap it out for Drapion. And then Dynamax the Machamp. Gigantamax the Machamp, excuse me. Will we see a Dynamax or Gigantamax response from the Bellingham Bellossoms? That we will. That's a big cake. Be my guest. A grassy terrain from Whimsicott. Machamp responds with a G-Max Chi-Strike, doing negligible amount of damage to Alchemy, but giving him some crit boosts. Alchemy with the G-Max Finale into Machamp. Ooh, almost a one-hit KO. Grassy terrain healing up Machamp before he takes his burn damage. Formons V3 in favor of the Fire Furrets, but Fire Furrets sitting on two very injured Pokemon. Your Bronzong in the back ain't exactly healthy either.
I thought you meant out.
Nah,
That's
not
why I was
out.
like, what?
Machamp with another G-Max Chi-Strike. Less than half health to Whimsicott, but always valuable crit boosts. Alchemy with another G-Max Finale into Machamp. That's going to pick up the KO. G-Max Machamp is going down. Beat off from Whimsicott, dealing 4 damage on a crit. Or was it only 3? Wow! Responding with a crit of his own. Drapion hitting Alchemy for massive damage and getting a poison. Grassy terrain healing up. Poison taken down. Now the Fire Furrets have an option to swap in their next Pokemon. And Bronzong has returned. Three v 3. Fire Furrets just lost their Gigantamax and sitting on one Pokemon with not much health remaining, but Bellingham Bellossoms also with their G-Max in the red and poison on its final turn. Max Guard comes out from Alchemy. A sunny day from Whimsicott. Body press from Bronzong into the protection of Alchemy. And a poison jab from Drapion into Whimsicott. That's gonna KO it for sure. ×4, critical hit, paper thin, no chance. Ooh, that grassy terrain healing up, but the poison. And Salamence in the back to finish out the Bellingham Bellossoms team. That also does it for Alchemy. Three v 2. Alchemy opens with a dazzling gleam. Wow, Bronzong actually hangs on still. Ooh, and Salamence goes down to a crucial crit from Drapion. Bronzong resets the Trick Room. Well, ends the Trick Room, really. And Alchemy goes down to the poison.
Oh, that might look really nice. It looked like I didn't even need the trick room. That's what I was implying.
I think the Trick Room is going to end that turn anyway.
I thought it ended. I misremembered. I tried counting it, but I obviously counted it wrong.
You can always check it from the screen, from the basic screen. Before you select any moves, if you press Y and then click on your Pokemon, it'll tell you what statuses are affecting them, which include things like Trick Room, which affects the entire field.
I did not know that.
That's why I'm helping you out. There's a lot of little nuances. The game actually gives you a lot of information that you can process while you're making your turn.
I want to be completely honest, I did not expect that last turn to play out that well, though.
Was that the second or third match?
That was game 2. It is now 1-1. What a nail-biting game 3 this is going to be. I am so excited.
I don't even know what to do at this point. I'll be 100% honest. Just like, ugh. Unless I try that. Oh, that would be so fun if it actually works. I'm going to try it. Screw it.
Ooh, the Bellossoms were already locked in. They're ready to go. Here we are, game 3. 1 game apiece. What a finish. Bellingham Bellossoms opening Arcanine Alchemy this time. Fire Furrets responding with Bronzong Machamp. No Intimidate from the Arcanine. Ooh, the Bellossom's going straight for the Dynamax. Or the Gigantamax. We have a burn-up coming out from Arcanine into Bronzong. Oh, and Bronzong hangs on with its Focus Sash. Oh, through a crit too. He doubled into the Bronzong. He is just not having it this game. Set in the sunlight from Alchemy. Machamp falls with a knockoff into Arcanine. Ooh, it activates its Justified ability and boosts its attack. But it knocks off the Assault Vest. Machamp takes a burn to the Flame Orb. Very curious to see how this plays out. Arcanine no longer has a type. Fire Furrets send out Alola Marowak as their second Mon. Well, third Mon. Fill out their second spot. Republic City Fire Furrets choosing to Gigantamax. Ooh, an Iron Head into Machamp. Followed by a G-Max Finale also into Machamp. But Machamp takes it alright. No defense boot drops from close combat this time around. But the G-Max Finale does heal up Arcanine a little bit. Machamp with the G-Max Chi Strike into Arcanine. Ooh, is going to pick up the KO despite healing up from the G-Max Finale. And he did it without a crit. Impressive. Shadow Bone deals a hefty chunk of damage to Alchemy and drops its defense. That could be huge. Machamp drops to the red from its burn. And the Salamence. Close game, 3v3. Gigantamax Machamp in the red and burned. The Gigantamax Alchemy is still over half its health. Ooh, an Earthquake comes out from Salamence. It's going to knock out Machamp. Giving Salamence a Moxie boost. Taking a little Life Orb recoil. A G-Max Finale follows up from the Alchemy, and that also knocks out the Marowak. Covering the health of his side of the field, bringing Salamence back up to full health, and Alchemy almost to half. But now it's a 1v3, Drapion versus the world. But no more G-Max Alchemy. Could this be it? Here comes a Fire Fang from Salamence into Drapion. Ooh, deals a lot of damage, but not enough to KO it. Drapion responds with a Poison Jab. Takes it down to about half health, but no crit. A Mystical Fire from Alchemy in the sunlight is gonna do it. There you have it. Game 3. Match goes to the Bellingham Bellossoms 2-1. Well played.